Welcome to The Confident Networker with your host, Simone Douglas. In each insightful episode, she chats with one of the leading people from the BNI and business world.
Okay, so on this week's episode of The Confident Networker, I am joined by one of the bright sparks of BNI Adelaide North, Perry Durdin from Electron City. Perry, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Simone.
So Perry is a member of BNI Business Plus and they meet on a Friday morning at 7 a.m. Perry, maybe just for the listeners' benefit, because they don't know you as well as I do, tell us a little bit about your business and what it is that you do.
Well, I'm an electrician, contractor, employ 3 guys and myself. We all work out on the job together, pretty much. We do about 70% domestic, 80% domestic and 20-30% commercial.
Yeah, nice one.
So, and a lot of work for the Housing Trust as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah. How long have you been in BNI for?
5 years.
Oh.
Nearly
5 years. Must be time for a pin.
It must be very close, I think.
Yeah, so, nice one. So 5 years is a decent amount of time to commit to, being a member of anything. But, particularly a networking organisation is quite structured and, has an expectation that you're going to be there every week or send somebody. Why are you still in BNI?
Well, why am I still in BNI? So, I love it. I can't imagine it. Not so much business. I don't treat it like that. So I just enjoy it as part of my life now.
Yeah, nice.
Stop me having a drink on Thursday nights.
Yeah, okay. So there's health reasons
because I get, it's up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 every Friday for 5 years. So that's been good structure for me. Yeah. And so I spend Fridays working on the business then. Yeah. Not in the business. So quite often look at jobs or speak to clients or maybe go to dinner. We have lots of gatherings at the Watermark down in Glenelg on a Friday arvo, but people laugh at that and think it's a bit of just the boys going to the pub, but it's actually really good networking. Yeah. I get a lot of work out of those Friday arvos.
Yeah, nice one.
Greg Winston, our host for the last 5 years, he quite often comes to those Friday arvos. So. Yeah. And in the end, I work for all his motels now.
Oh, fantastic, So, I guess that leads me to another question, which is why is networking important to your business?
Well, that's what business is for me. It is networking. I've never advertised $1. Yeah. My only money I've spent on advertising is BNI. Yeah, okay. And then I treat BNI like part of my life, and then things follow from that. Yeah. So that's what networking is to me. It's more about getting the relationship. If you get the relationships right, everything follows. Yeah, I'm a very firm believer in that. So in the course of your 5 years with BNI, which again is a long time, and your business would have changed a lot over that time, I would have thought. What has been, the best piece of business advice that someone in BNI has given you? Probably small things, big things. So if I get a small job, if I get a PowerPoint to put in for a roller door, it's $150. We don't make any money out of that. It almost costs money, almost. Yeah. But then once we're there, we've got a new relationship with that homeowner. Yeah. So it might be someone from BNI giving me a $150 PowerPoint, but then we get into that person's home for free. Yeah. So they might need a new switchboard, they might want some new lighting, new switches or whatever it is. So that $150 job, I treat the same as a $10,000 job. It's no different. That makes sense, yeah. So that's the small things, big things. And I force myself to never ignore a small job because of that reason. And you do small jobs that cost you money. Yeah. But I don't sweat on that. It doesn't.
No, it works out in the wash. And then you come across someone crazy like me that buys a house and wants to change all of the things in it.
That's right. You see, I think when I rocked up to your place that day, it was to change a few lights and a few switches.
That was it.
Ended up rewiring the pool house and everything.
Yeah, it was a good job.
But that happens. And and the job we did for you was that's 70% of our work, that type of work. Old 70s built houses, 60s and 70s houses. are needing
needing
an
a
upgrade.
refresh.
So we basically, if people are going to paint, we'll just put new switches, and the house turns out to be new.
Yeah.
Not just decorated, but new electrically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
And it does make such a big impact too when you swatch those things out. So in your time in BNI, who has, helped you the most? That's like
overall, I'd say overall it'd be just the room itself. Okay. So right from day one when I did the BNI, what was that little book we used to use?
The passport, yeah.
The passport that we're bringing back.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
When we started with the passport, I think Andrew Skinner did the passport in my day, and he's one of the longest members, not in South Australia, but Australia.
Yeah.
So he taught us well. That was done very well as far as getting us in and learning the BNI systems and learning that small thing, big thing.
Yeah.
So that got us started, and then right through, I would say the room, just the room.
Yeah.
So as we all know, we have lawyers down to electricians. So there's not many rooms you get with that difference. Salespeople and...
Well, and I think the interesting thing, like you're talking about lawyers down to electricians, but the thing that I love about BNI is it's lawyers and electricians.
No, that's correct. Like
it's,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We never get an opportunity to be in a room with so-called lawyers and then also salespeople.
Yeah.
Like, real estate.
Yeah.
We'd never get that opportunity normally.
Well, and to
it's
learn
just
about
people you don't mix with.
Yeah, it allowed me to learn about so many different industries. So that then when I go into another business, so say if I went into an electrical business and they say, oh, yep, it's 70% domestic, I go, so an ideal client for you is someone that wants to switch out their halogens to LEDs and they want to do this and they want to do that.
They're our favourite ones.
Yeah.
Because they get such a benefit.
Exactly.
So then they sell it on to their friends easily.
Yeah.
It's so easy. If we come in, someone's got 80 downloads.
Yeah.
It's a perfect job for us. Because about 4 months later, they get their first bill and they do notice it.
I
get told. Yeah, I get told.
Yeah.
I do get told. And next thing I'm doing their sister's place or their mum and dad's place. And we got into Saltram Towers in Glenelg, which is a big, So we've done one job in there we've been working on, a big job. Well, now we've done a second one and she's got about 60 downloads.
Yeah.
And she wanted 20 cards to give out
in the office. Give them to the people,
And when she gets her first bill in about 3 months, roughly, we know that she's going to be talking to everybody about it.
Yeah,
so we'll probably get some more jobs.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy one. It's a no-brainer. Yeah. If it pays for itself, it's like putting solar on. If it pays for itself in 2 years...
Then why wouldn't you do it? But I think that's the thing is it's the fact that I can speak the language of an electrical business or a financial planning business or a...
That's true.
So as a marketer, when I'm going in to close a deal, because I know who their ideal clients are because I've learnt from the room... it makes me a front runner for that deal as well. So it's not just for me about the referrals, it's also about being able to speak differently to different people. Yeah. How much of your business comes from BNI referrals?
Oh, that's a good one. So probably about 20%, maybe.
Yeah.
15%?
Yeah.
20%, I would suggest.
Do you have a lot
of... No. Yeah, I'd suggest about... Yeah, 15, 20%.
What's the biggest job you've ever got from a BNI?
I got a little one we've got a TV guy in our place called Dom.
Yeah.
He's a great guy and he does a lot of small jobs and he helps out the elderly and stuff. He gave me a job to go and look at a switchboard and maybe a bit of rewiring for one of his mates down in Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
And we got there and this house was ready to burn down.
Ooh.
And the client ended up being, I'm trying to think of his name now, but he's a top bloke, an old guy, retired, and he still had a bit of money. And he just said, I want you to rewire the house and make it safe, and I want extra power points here and extra switches here and there.
Yeah.
Well, we spent a week there, and I think that job was about 13 grand.
Nice. That's all right.
And the guy loved it. Yeah. It's given us small jobs for other people around the place. And Don didn't, when he gave me that little referral, he probably thought it might have been a switchboard and a bit of rewiring here and there. We ended up spending a whole week there, 4 of us.
Yeah, fantastic. There you go.
So that was a good one.
Yeah.
The other way around, I've given lots to solar.
Yeah, nice.
Used to do solar, we don't do that anymore.
Okay.
So we've got Simon McKay now. does a lot of solar, so he gets quite a few jobs
that
from me.
Raises, I suppose, another really good point, because often, in BNI, for the members that might be listening, you will have people in your chapter that do bits of what you do, so they're not representing that, they're representing their primary profession. But, what is the value of passing work to someone or making that decision to go, I'm not going to keep doing solar, I'm going to give the work there. How has that helped your business in the long run?
We've done it with a couple. We do security systems as well and cameras and all that, but it's not core business. Yeah. So quite often if we do a new house and they want security or cameras, we do it because we're there. Yeah. And they like little add-ons, so they're bonuses really. Yeah. But we've got Chris Swan in there as well doing security. So I've given him a couple of jobs that are too big, or not that I want to do them. He'll do them much better. Yeah, that makes sense. And that helps, and he's used me for a few small things as well. And with the solar as well, it works as well. So it does work. Simon McKay with solar has given me the occasional switchboard as well. Yeah, nice. Okay. So he's got electricians that do the installs for him. They might not want to do the switchboard upgrade if it's too big. Yeah. So he's given me a couple of those. So it just works all around. Yeah. Once you let go of that competitiveness. Yeah. Like with Chris with security systems, 5 years ago I did a lot. I don't do that many anymore. So it just works well. What is your favourite thing about being a BNI member? Well, that camaraderie, that 5:30 get up Friday morning is as hard as it is. It's enjoyable. Yeah, okay. It's actually enjoyable getting there and having that great meeting, discussion, public speaking, which I've never done in my life. Okay. So I couldn't really do when we started. I'm still not very good at it now. Oh, you do all right. Quite often I read what I'm saying, which is okay, but just that general camaraderie. And you leave 8:30 on a Friday morning. Yeah. 8:39, you've still got your full day after the meeting, and you can do anything because you are invigorated. Yeah, you are. You're fired up. Exactly. Absolutely. So it's not a negative place to go. Yeah, it's 100% positive. If you could give some advice to another electrician or a tradie that's, because obviously construction industry is booming right now, who's been invited to some networking event, some BNI thing, because that's usually how they'd explain it. If they've never seen one, I don't know, my mates asked me some BNI. What advice would you give to them? Well, I'd say it's a no-brainer. If they want to grow their business, it's a straight-up no-brainer. It's no other way, because you will grow. Yeah. If you do not want to grow, if you want to stay as a one-man band, for example, and you've got enough work, you wouldn't join BNI because you couldn't cope with the work. Yeah, okay. You were going to get work. Yeah, absolutely. If you come to BNI and you don't get work, then you're inward looking. Okay. Yeah. If you're ready to accept advice, which I think 90%, more than that. If you come into BNI, you're ready to go. You're just going to walk in. If you're going to just listen for the first couple of months, your business is going to grow, no matter what it is, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Because people want it. When you give them a job, they want to make you look good. Yeah. Vice versa. Yeah. So, it works. Works very well. So, I think it's a no-brainer. Okay. Well, to wrap it up, if I needed to find... if I could introduce you to one person to have coffee with that would help you achieve your next business goal, who would it be? I'd probably suggest another builder. Okay. When I say boutique, so we're doing spec homes ourselves. Yeah. I'd like a builder that does, say, no more than 10, maybe 5 homes a year. Yeah, okay. So not the real big, massive ones, like builders that do, say, 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. Not a builder that does 30, but someone that does around that sort of between 6 and 12. Yeah, okay. So they're building slightly bigger homes with automation in them. We do a lot of automation there. Yeah, awesome. And it's good fun. We enjoy it. It's a challenge. Yeah. It's not just your basic electrical. Yeah, and it's nice to have fun. It's good for the young boys that work for me, or they're late 20s, so they're not that young, but they love that sort of stuff. It's a challenge. It's not just putting light websites in. It's making them work with Google and
yeah,
all that sort
which
of
is
stuff.
always fun. Perry, thanks very much for joining me. For the listeners out there, if you do happen to know one of those small to medium run builders that does that 6 to 12 homes a year, maybe take them along to BNI Business Plus for a visit. I'm sure Perry would be happy to host them. And thanks again for joining me.
Thanks, Simone, for having me.
Thank you for listening to The Confident Networker. You can find more episodes and information at bnian.com.au/podcast.